following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts,
Barry Church, Danny McCray, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are. It is Tuesday. It is the day after the Cowboys lost in surprising fashion. Wild card game at home to the San Francisco 49ers. It's the Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com. I'm Newy Scruggs. We are joined, as always, by the LSU Tiger himself, former national champion. He is Danny McCray.
Thank you, Newy.
And we have the three-time Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys and newest member of the Black College Hall of Fame, Florida A&M's Nate Newton.
Thank you for having me on y'all show, man. I don't know what happened. They put me on y'all, man, to put this ward on y'all, but I'm here.
What Barry at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So yesterday you helped a man clean his microphone off his headphone. Now you don't know who he is.
Right.
No, Church taking the day off here, and look, in some ways, but why not? I mean, really, what else can we keep saying about this?
He told me during the post-game show, it's over. I'm like, nah, we got a few more podcasts, a few more obligations to the team. We are a team. He like, man, forget the team, man. I'm for church. I'm like, okay, all right, church, all right. You for real? I see that.
Sometimes you got to take care of yourself.
Wow.
When you get put on this emotional roller coaster,
right,
all right, and you talk about the team every day, every week, and then you go out there and you watch what happened to us on Sunday. That's probably the feeling that you're gonna get, right? Because especially as a player, you know what happened when it's over with. You come in that next day, you see your friends get cut. They packing up their stuff.
Wow.
You had your last meetings with your coaches,
right,
and then that's it. So Church, he freshly out of the league, more like a 4 years, so he's still on that schedule.
Church going on vacation with the players, right?
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Catch vacation with the players. Church though missed out on Smoothie King. Okay.
He did.
He missed out on the Smoothie King here. You always see the players getting on the plane each game. They get on with Smoothie King in hand. Smoothie King is also what the trainers use to serve the team. Smoothie King cares about your health, your fitness, and they also made changes like no added sugar. And unlike so many other smoothie brands, this is the right kind of thing that is most important to the athletes. And I know you. Yeah, go ahead, McCray.
Blending goodness to fuel your greatness. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like I'm gonna go get a workout in after this.
All right, so I've got the Gladiator strawberry.
I've never had a lot of these. I just tasted them. Mm-hmm. Do they fill you up too? They give you that full feeling.
If you get one like this, yeah.
Right. Now I got a wild strawberry or something. A wild.
You got the immune builder.
Yeah.
You got the immune builder.
Yeah.
So that's got your vitamin C.
Yeah.
Your zinc, wild blueberries, strawberries, bananas, real fruit, no syrups and nothing like that at all.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a diabetic. This is going.
So the one
am I gonna get full?
Yeah.
Now the one I get here is the strawberry Gladiator.
Right.
45 grams of protein each serving. So and low sugar. So when you talk about being a diabetic, boom, this is the one that helps you get rolling here. You were right, Danny McCray. Moving up to face the 49ers instead of playing the Cardinals. Watching the Cardinals lay down last night against the Rams, I turned it off. I'm watching the game. I turned it off after the first half. I was like, boy, McCray was hitting on point. Arizona not ready for prime time at all, not ready for the playoffs. And the Cowboys face the 49ers. Styles make fights. The 49ers style was not something the Cowboys could play with. They ended up losing. And, man.
So you think we would have had a better chance still after watching how we performed on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals, who we had played 2 weeks previously and put up essentially the same type of offensive performance? Mm-hmm. You think so?
I think so. I do. I think so. And that's just me, and it's all for naught because the Cowboys ended up losing this football game here. So, Nate, you and I haven't talked. You haven't talked to Danny and I. So, give us your initial thoughts on this team losing this type of game at home, 3-point favorite, so much going your way on a 12-5 season, and to have it end.
You know, I just knew, Danny, I'm not excluding you, but Danny, you couldn't have not told me as a player, a ex-player, that's why I'm going at him like this, that my defense cannot get up for one game and be physical and out-hit a team who's one-dimensional, who told me all I'm going to do is run the ball. I'm only going to throw out of necessity. You couldn't have told me that we couldn't have did that for one game. And not only did we hand it to them, we said, hey, y'all, flip of the coin. We ain't going out there first. We sending our defense out there. You let the bully do what it do best early in the game and gave up 7 points. What do you think the players was thinking now? Huh? Game over, bro. Game was over. I told stand back and I told Church, I said, game over. So you gave them the game.
But you think that bled over into the offensive mindset as well?
The thing is, when you got Bosa and you got Armstead and you got Warner coming downhill now, because they know your offensive coordinator. Oh, we'll do a token run here. We'll do a token run there. We're not going to stay with this. Now they coming downhill. I've watched the film because I am critical of myself not to be critical on these players. But when you see, starting with Bosa on my boy Collins, and he fighting for his life, not to protect Dak, but to protect himself. And when you see 52, the dude ran over him so bad he grabbed a dude to keep the dude from trampling him. Dog, that was not nice. That was not. When I saw that right there, automatically I say, Coach, you got to run the ball just to get these guys' mindset going in a different way, because now we're backing up and we're getting beat. Now you got to go forward. Say, give them some momentum. Coach Kellum didn't give them no momentum.
So to your point though, because you started talking about the defense, and it was a rough start, especially the part of being physical.
Right.
But then you have an offense who's watching this happen to your defense, right? And it's the same thing you say about helping your offensive line out. Well, you don't come out and throw the ball 3 times. You have to put a drive together so your defense can have some time to figure out what they need to do.
Thank you.
Instead, you continue to put them out there back to back because you are not able to establish the run and play balanced football, right? So
that's right.
You can say, hey, man, we leaning on the defense to get 4 turnovers here, 4 turnovers there. All right, when it's your turn to help out the defense, you got to show up.
Yeah. Now, and I asked this question. Were we down more than 10 points at any time in the first half? Well, I'm asking the question.
Was it 13?
Yeah, 13-0.
13-0.
Yeah.
In the first half, we get a field goal, right? So now it's we're only down by 10. We're only down by 10. You're at home, and for the most part, you have the crowd. You can start running the ball here and there, letting your quarterback, and then telling your quarterback, 1, 2, take off. 1, 2, take off. Or that, what do they call it, option pass where you look.
Yeah, look. Mm-hmm.
What happened, man? What happened? You're only down by 10 points. You get the ball. Okay, maybe your game plan worked. You come out, you get the ball first. Better still, we gonna block, we gonna rough the punter. We gonna give you another shot. Nah, bruh. Nah.
So listening to you gentlemen both right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com, you weren't happy with the play calling from the play caller, Kellen Moore.
I can't be, man, because I got a feel for Lyle. I got a feel for my center. I got a feel for my left guard. And I got a feel for Tyron. He played injured all year. He came back trying to play injured. It don't fall off that quick. Now, maybe next year he'll be bad, but you don't fall off from having a good year and all of a sudden you just come back and get slammed by a guy you don't even know. No. You tried to play through this injury, and it caught up with you. But your offensive coordinator did not give you, or your offensive line coach did not stand up on the bench or threaten to go up there and say, man, we need to do something different. because I got to get my guys going forward. These guys stayed on their heels literally on their heels the whole game. And then all of a sudden, with 2 minutes and something left, now you trying to roll forward? That's hard to do. I've been in there before. Remember the 49ers game we went up there? They ate us alive because we was going backwards the whole while.
The second one with Barry.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happens when you go out there in week 1 and you decide not to run the ball because you believe that your offensive line is going to be outmatched by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive line, and you set that precedent of like, oh, you know what? We actually played a great game against Tampa. No, we didn't. You went out there and you let them turn you into a one-dimensional team, and then in your mind you said, when I throw the ball out there it's on a jailbreak screen, that's an extension of the run. That ain't an extension of the run. Like, for our offense, I do not want to hear an extension of the run again if you're not going to run the ball. And that started in week 1. And then we had like maybe 2 games in between where it was like, okay, Pollard and Zeke actually had good games. But that weren't games where we said we came out and said that this is what we're going to do. We're going to go out here and bully these guys and establish a run. It was kind of just based off the play call. Like, it's working, so let's go ahead and do it. And then you get to the last game of the season, and you look at the same way you look in the first game, and you're not able to run the ball, even when you realize that this defensive line is giving you trouble.
The guys on my show said, Nate, and they asked us a week ago, Nate, if the season ended today and the Cowboys lose their first playoff game, would you be okay? I said, yeah, I'll be okay. They say, why? I say, because we have been a good team all year. They've given the fans a good show. Because even though you hear me say every year I'm going 17-0, used to be 16-0, but I always try to be very objective and tell the truth during the week before I sell out on Friday. You cannot, I repeat, you can.
Tell the truth, man. You're on the microphone. Might as well tell the truth.
I'm just going to
No, that's that is what. That is why we do the show. That's why it's this is the Players Lounge, okay? You're a player. Danny's a player. This is where you need to tell the truth.
Nah, I'm telling you, you know what, man?
Well, give me a hint and I'll say.
Fellas, we can't do it like this. We just can't do it like this. We had too much talent, man. And I know they had Nick Bosa. I know they had
But they
Eric
didn't.
Armstead.
He didn't in the second half.
Yeah, and I know you had Warner. Those are beasts. But you cannot let 3 guys dictate a game.
What happened when we ran the ball? We talked about this yesterday.
When we
ran the ball. You came out, what's the drive? We had 6 runs.
We scored the touchdown.
2 passes. We scored a touchdown. We're running the ball. We're moving it. The offensive line looks like they're getting in the groove. Like, man, I'm not on my heels at this point. Now I'm getting to establish my strength and show these guys a little payback for what they've been doing to us in the past, right? And you get 6 runs. I'm talking about you move down the field quick, easy, smooth. And you only end up with Zeke having 12 total. You had 6 runs on 1 drive.
Let me walk you through that drive, okay?
Okay.
1st and 10 at the Dallas 33. Ezekiel Elliott, 5 yards. 2nd and 5 at the Dallas 38. Ezekiel Elliott, 5 yards. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 43. Tony Pollard, 8 yards. 2nd and 2, 49ers 49-yard line. CeeDee Lamb, 5 yards. 1st and 10, San Francisco 44. Tony Pollard, 1 yard. 2nd and 9, San Francisco 43. Dak Prescott, short left pass to Cedric Wilson, 18 yards. 1st and 10, 49ers 25. Tony Pollard, 5 yards. 2nd and 5, 49ers 20. Tony Pollard, no gain. 3rd and 5, San Francisco 20. Amari Cooper, 20-yard pass. So the drive was 9 plays, 67 yards, 427, and you had 6 runs.
And I can guarantee you the next drive didn't sound like that.
Let me ask you guys this, man. How do you rate Amari Cooper? I mean, can he go to another team and be another team's number 1, or he just a glorified 2? I mean, really, man, give me what you think about Amari Cooper.
You first?
I'll start it. You have a number 1 in CeeDee Lamb. Haven't gotten the ball. Amari Cooper is a 1, but I don't feel that the play caller utilizes him in such fashion.
Right.
If he was in Arizona, Cliff Kingsbury would use him in the way he uses DeAndre Hopkins. If he was in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers would get him the ball. Cooper Kupp. Okay, I think if you talk about just talent as a receiver, I think Amari Cooper's more talented than Cooper Kupp. But Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay get Cooper Kupp the football.
Right.
You are dealing with a player, in my opinion, who's underutilized. This is the same guy when the Cowboys 3-5, they make the trade for him. He is the difference maker in them making the playoffs and Jason Garrett being able to save his job because they got a playmaker there. But if I don't get my playmaker the ball, you get what you're getting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think him the same way as I think of Zeke. Same way I think of CeeDee Lamb. The offensive coordinator has to find a way to get these guys the ball specifically. When you watch a San Francisco 49er team, they are going to get Deebo Samuel the ball. They're going to get Ayuk the ball. They have certain plays drawn up for these guys where there is no other option. The ball is going to be in this dude's hand, and we're going to see what he can do with it. When it comes to our offense, it's X's and O's, and it's, hey, if you look this way, this dude should be open based off the coverage, and instead of it being, hey, man, it's man on man at this point, all right? I'm lining up in 3-by-1, putting 4 strong. Amari Cooper's going to be on the backside, man to man, and we're going to call whatever route he likes the best, and we're going to throw that route. And if we lose, we lost it. But we're going to continue to do this. He's going to get this option 10 to 11 times per game because we believe that he is the best route runner in the league. It's said around the league, right? Not just the Cowboys bias. Around the league, people are saying that Amari Cooper route running is second to none. And we're not utilizing that at all.
So that's why I got quiet before, because I'm saying to myself, you have let a dude that can set coverage stand out there, and they don't have to respect him because you don't respect him.
Now, just pointing this out, just in fairness, Cooper had 10 targets in the game. Okay, 10 targets, he had 6 catches.
When? In the first series?
I just got to
started the third series. And what about the last play of the game? Who you threw the ball to?
And there was a second one thing. Cedric Wilson had 10 targets and 5 catches. CeeDee Lamb had 5 targets, 1 catch. Dalton Schultz with 8 targets, 7 catches here. When I'm looking at who are the playmakers for the Cowboys and how they got on the ball, that to me, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm not happy with. Meanwhile, on the other side, the leading receiver for the 49ers was Brandon Ayuk. He had 6 targets for 5 catches. Deebo Samuel had 3 targets, and keep in mind, they ain't throw the ball. But,
they had 170.
They only threw the ball 25 times. But Deebo did have 10.
A 26-yard touchdown run coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, he had 10 rushes. So,
After a turnover. After a turnover. In your own territory. Change the possession, get you like that. I'm not taking none away from the defense, but you at this point, you have giving the ball over in your own territory. Yeah. And your defense, as much as they're getting bullied, they're giving up field goals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they had 23 points.
This shouldn't. This ain't about no defense. This is not about no defense. This is not about that. This is about putting your defense at a disadvantage over and over and over. And you started by when they flipped that coin, your offense should have been what was walking out. If I'm Dak, I'd have just ran out there with offense. I'd have been like, that's how we going to do that.
Let's hit a break. And since we have you here, Nate Newton, we discussed the offensive line yesterday. What will be? What do you do? What changes do you possibly make to your offensive line for this season coming up? Nate Newton, Danny McCray, Louis Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com on DallasCowboys.com radio.
.com. I'm sorry. I thought it was
Smoothie King, we are blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Every blend is crafted to help you achieve your health and fitness goals. Smoothie King uses only whole fruits and organic veggies. You'll never find sugary syrups or artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And unlike some other smoothie places, there are 0 grams of added sugar in many of our blends. Smoothie King is proud to be the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Place your order in the app or online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. Or was it, they go, you go? And if you have the wrong car insurance, these repair costs could stop you in your tracks. So get Allstate's new low auto rate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Not available in every state based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Brace yourself for an existential question. Has your butt been having enough fun lately? Have you been treating it well? Has it been going places? If not, then it's about time you start using SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best way to get your butt tickets to live events. Just ask the thousands of other butts who have rated it the #1 ticketing app. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now or visit SeatGeek.com to get tickets to sports, concerts, and live events and make your butt happy. SeatGeek. Get your seat in a seat.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Get the ultimate fan experience for the ultimate Cowboys fan. Join Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, starting at just $20. Join now and get your fan pack, exclusive benefits and more. Visit DallasCowboys.com/United for details to join today. I got my workout on this morning, Danny.
Yeah, see, that's what you need your protein. I got to get mine. After work.
40 grams right here in my Ultimate Gladiator. Thank you, Smoothie King. Appreciate
I better be working out for the podcast Olympics. All right, I'm saying it's coming up sometime. We're gonna make this happen. Maybe y'all got to be shooting the basket, doing the puzzle, something. But we all got to participate. So
Nate not gonna do that. Nate not gonna do the 40-yard dash.
No, Nate ain't doing no 40.
Nate and I are going to dominate cornhole.
Yeah, I'm doing cornhole with my man.
Horseshoes. Which one? Which one you want?
We doing cornhole, me and my man.
Cornhole.
Yeah, me and my man.
No. But so you playing cornhole too then? Because we need somebody on each podcast to be playing cornhole.
Right.
Chris, find somebody. Get Jazz and Jib and put with them or somebody.
You want me with me?
Because I got you.
Okay.
He's a champion.
Nate Newton filling here on the Players Lounge for Barry Church. I'm Newey Scruggs. There is Danny McCray. The Cowboys' offensive line got bullied against the San Francisco 49ers. Now, here's my question to you, Nate. And I go back to our conversations at training camp about the offensive line. You felt 52, Connor Williams, too light. You thought the center, too small. And for me, I keep going back to Clay Shriver. Keep thinking about Clay in terms of nice guy, try-hard guy.
Florida State guy.
But they tried to recreate Stepnoski. It was only one step.
That's right.
There's only one step. You got greedy there. He was not him. You've got Tyron Smith, an aging left tackle here, who does not play 16 or 17 games per year. What do you do with your offensive line in 2022, Nate Newton?
You start building. You have to. This game showed you that. And I'm telling you, the offensive line coach, along with whoever Will McClay assigned him, they should, I don't know if they fly or drive or have regions, but whoever's over offensive line, they should just be driving to each college, spending the night in the truck or the hotel, breaking down film and finding us some guys starting from the 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round. Find you some big uglies that's strong and got decent feet and can think. That's what you need. Until you can find that, that's that guy in the 2nd round, or that's that guy in the 3rd round. We cannot go out and get 1st round, 2nd round. You wasting picks. It's a lot of dogs out there. You just have to go find them, and you have to insert them. You have to play them. You can't wait. You have to play them. There's some guys out there.
But does it matter? Because we've been on the offensive coordinator, but based off what type of offense that you're running, right? Do you need to go to the Big 12 or find a passing league because you figure we're not going to run the ball, or is it based off
we're not going to win?
We got this offensive coordinator who is going to lean on the run, so let's go find some guys that can do that.
We're not going to win.
If we continue to throw the ball
if we do this, we're not going to win. Dak is a all-around quarterback. He throws well enough when things are play-action pass. He's rolling out, and he's scrambling and making plays. That's Dak. And I promise you, I said it when he was a rookie. That's what I liked. The rookie Dak did all of these things I'm talking about, rolling out, making plays, feeling what's happening around him, and making plays. Making plays when he have to. Not sitting back there saying, I'm Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to make every throw. I'm going to dictate it from the pot. He's not that guy. So go out and get you some big uglies with decent feet who's tough and can't be bullied, and let's go. Let's go back to what this kid was a couple of years ago. He shows you he can throw the ball, but he's not the 35 and more passer. Those guys, they in Kansas City. They in Green Bay. They in Tampa.
So you saying when we had the leading rusher? We had the leading rusher in the league, and,
yes,
and it was 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. These are all 3rd and manageables, and listen, I got more options.
He was a maestro at it. He was a maestro, and that's just what I believe. I'm not saying in another year or two he won't grow into that. No, I'm not saying that. But right now he's not there.
But he don't have to is the point. You shouldn't have to if what made you great is that type of playing style, right?
Right.
Like putting somebody in a 3rd and 10 on a consistent basis is a recipe for disaster for your offense. For your offensive line, who now has to worry about pass rushers coming at them almost every snap. If you throw it on first down, now you behind the sticks, and they pretty much assume you're going to throw it on 2nd and 3rd. So now you got 3 straight plays of pass setting.
Okay, you talked about Dak. When he first got here in 2016, you same thing. You changed out your head coach who believed in the run to bring in a guy who believes in the pass and an offensive coordinator who was a former quarterback who wants to throw. So your philosophy changed, and this is what you're getting. So, what gives? And literally, what gives? You paid $90 million for a running back, and you don't want to run the ball anymore.
And Kellen was here when they paid that $90 million running back, too. So the assumption is, yeah. And then they start talking about the dude running routes and stuff, how he looks so quick, and we should have known then that it was going to be an issue.
So there's right there you got an issue. So Connor Williams is a free agent, the left guard. What do you do there?
He lost the job. He got the job back, and he literally – it showed up the last 2 games. The game, not only this game, but the game before with the 2 holding penalties back again. And I told the guys on my show, I said, fellas, that's going to hurt us in the playoffs. I said, y'all rest assured. You may can do 5 here and 5 there, and that's 10, but you can't do 10 here, 10 there, that's 20, because now you out of field goal range, or now you getting a safety or something happening to you. Man, I'm going to tell you something. They have to do something with that. You're going to have to find your bulldog.
So you moving on? Are you moving on?
Yeah, you got to.
Okay.
If you're going to sit here and go through that again next year, you got to give him a chance. Connor will be better pulling, better moving around.
Sound like 71.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to see Lael pulling.
So you're moving on from Connor Williams. Is Connor McGovern the answer?
You got to go out and find a dog.
So you're saying no?
Yeah. Okay. Now, it's other guys, and we're not allowed, to talk about other teams. It's other guys. It's centers out there that's backups that has started in this league that'll do better than what we got. It's guards out there, but are they going to pay him?
And that was my next question. So you're moving on from the left guard.
Mm-hmm.
What about the center?
If I can find another one, yes, I will.
Okay. Which I agree. I agree.
But I'll be slow to move because I got to get that guard position taken care of. This game here, man, wow. That wasn't nice.
I mean, that first Eagles game we saw, Hargrave.
Yeah.
You see Vita Vea in the first game.
Yeah.
They literally, the beginning of the season, they were attacking the left guard and center position.
Yes.
And we came here every week to talk about it on the show like, man, these dudes getting bullied.
You're right.
In that position. What we said, you're going to see it on film every week until you get that right.
Yeah.
And it never got fixed, and we paid for it in this last game.
You can have one light guy. You can't have 2. Not sitting there back to back.
You can never have a light guy in the middle. That if you want to kill your tackles like we did, if you want to kill your tackles, have a soft middle. I'm being honest. One thing about it, when we had Tony Wise and Coach Hudson Hawk, if we in the middle played bad, we got they lit into us the whole meeting. Look at this, Nate. Look at this, Mark. Look at this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Because they were protecting them hogs outside. They getting all the money back in them days. Only tackles got paid. But I'm like, hold on one day. One day I said, hold on, coach. You killing us in the middle, and you ain't saying nothing to these dogs outside. Well, y'all the reason this bad thing happening. You cannot ever have a soft middle. Ever. Because your quarterback can step up because he got a sense of what's happening. He can step up and feel which way to move right and left. But he can't keep going back. He can't just drop back and turn to the right or the left because something coming.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. But he can move up and maneuver because he can feel it.
All right, so let's wrap it up this way. As far as the offensive line goes, Connor Williams is a free agent. You let him go. You want to improve right there, and that's your first order of business is you want to improve your left tackle position.
Your left guard.
Left guard position. And then you want to go ahead and find a new center.
Yes, you got to.
And basically, and I said Tyler Biotish is a backup player.
Right.
Guy who can guard, center flex, but he should be a backup player.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's take a break. Let's talk about what do you do with Tyron Smith and Terrence Steele. Fair enough?
Yeah, great.
Okay. Nate Newton, Danny McCray, Newey Scruggs. This is Players Lounge brought to you by Smoothie King today and also Hotels.com. I'm trying to work with you, Nate. It's DallasCowboys.com radio.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. Or was it they go, you go? And if you have the wrong car insurance, these repair costs could stop you in your tracks. So get Allstate's new low auto rate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Not available in every state based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
At Smoothie King, we are blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Every blend is crafted to help you achieve your health and fitness goals. Smoothie King uses only whole fruits and organic veggies. You'll never find sugary syrups or artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And unlike some other smoothie places, there are 0 grams of added sugar in many of our blends. Smoothie King is proud to be the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Place your order in the app or online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. For turning your living room into your office and your gym. For teaching Grandma how to video call and teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Your favorite WWE superstars return to AT&T Stadium for WrestleMania on Saturday, April 2nd and Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. Get your tickets to the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history. Visit SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing provider of AT&T Stadium. Danny McCray is here in the Players Lounge. Nate Newton is here in the Players Lounge. I got Barry Church with the day off. I'm Newey Scruggs. Let us dive back into the Cowboys' offensive line. Okay, we're talking to Nate, 3-time Super Bowl champion. He says, got to move on from the center, got to move on from the left guard. Now, here is the question to you, because this is a very important thing. What do you do with your all-decade left tackle who made the Pro Bowl this year, but once again, does not play every game? He keeps having injuries. So you know every year he's basically going to miss at least 4 football games. What do you do with Tyron Smith in that position?
That is where I say if you have a first-round pick in the draft, it's a tackle, and he can play left, you got to take a shot.
Thank you, Nate.
You got to take a shot. See, I love Tyron, and I'm going to never say nothing bad about him. He played through injury this year. He had a gallant effort. But when you get some of the things I saw happen to him during this playoff game. That's high-level football that he's been able to take care of. He wasn't able to take care of. Now you're really rolling the dice because, and I hate to say this, he's going to age by the months now. He's going to age by because nobody has any fear. I don't care what we have said as fans. People feared this dude. But when they look at this film, it's not going to be any more fear. And that's part of the game. They coming at Tyron. Love him to death. And maybe they can get another year out of him. But if there's a first-round lineman that falls to the Cowboys and he can play left, you got to get him.
Listen, this is the same. This is the same thing that I would have said about Sean Lee. Mm-hmm. Great player. When Sean Lee is healthy, not many linebackers can play the game better than him. His experience, his knowledge of the game, and is able to tackle in the open field, read runs, all that. But that is all negated by the fact that the injuries continue to happen. Yes. Doesn't take anything away from him as a player, but you got to be available to be that type of player. And in previous years, this year, last year, year before that, Tyron Smith has not played an entire season. And then he had to walk into this one where we thought he was going to be the healthiest that he's been in 10 years, and then he suffers more injuries. Not all his fault. Like, it's football. That type of stuff happens. But what you can't do is you can't depend on him to be healthy throughout a season, knowing that you're going to have a backup ready probably for half of the season.
And the funny thing about it, and I wouldn't say this if the injuries didn't show in his play. The injury showed in his play this time, and that's what's scary. When you can overcome injury, you can play. You know, like Michael Jordan, Mike's sick, and he hit 40 points. You know, Tyron was sick, and he got handled.
Yeah.
So that's what made me say, well, it's time to move on now. Because he couldn't handle it with the injuries.
And nothing away from him.
He's a great player. He's Hall of Famer, man.
If he's a healthy Tyron Smith, he is a top-notch left tackle in the league.
Yes.
But you have to find a time when you can get a healthy Tyron Smith throughout the whole season.
Okay. I just checked one mock draft. Cowboys have the 24th overall pick.
Yes, they do.
And there were 5 offensive linemen who went early before 24. So your chances of getting a top 3, maybe even top 4 offensive tackle, left tackle, probably not there.
It's not. It's not. No, it's not.
So, and I'll ask you what I asked Danny and Barry yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you go take the top guard?
Yes, you do. Right now, you need offensive linemen.
Okay.
You need offensive linemen. And you need, more so I think you need an interior lineman. Because, trust me, if you get your tackles and your guard and your center ain't no good, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna pay the same dividends. But it's easier for us to block a guy that we know on the end than trying to get up in the middle and block something. That don't work. It's too much congestion. You got a running back up in there. You got us up in there, big wide butts up in there, and you got the quarterback trying to step up in there. That's too much. But on the end, where you can keep a guy blocked out, now you got space to move around. So if it's a guard in there, see, I think Iowa got a center, but they say he going in the top 6 or top 7 players.
No real quarterbacks that people are really coveting at this point. So, they're going to move to other positions.
Yeah.
Now, just looking at Pro Football Focus, at 24, in their mock draft, they got the Cowboys taking a corner out of Clemson. That's at 24. At 25, they have the Bengals taking a offensive tackle, 6'7", 305, kid named Bernard Raymond. And then
if he can get to the Bengals, he can get this. Not bad.
Then at 26, they have Miami taking Northern Iowa offensive tackle Trevor Penning. And
unless Coach Fieldman say, hey, you know what, I can get better out of these guys, or they have a new offensive line coach that can get better. I love Coach Fieldman. I think he did a hell of a job a year ago. This year here, I don't know if he stood up on the table for these guys to run the ball more.
Okay.
But Mark Colombo would get it out of him. I'm just throwing a name out there, man.
Well, that's his. Philbin's McCarthy's guy, as well as Green Bay guy. So I don't think that's going to happen there. But overall, when you're talking about the draft, you're saying almost last year we talked about defense, and that's where they went heavily. So right now, in your mind, you're saying, hey, look, you got to address this offensive line, so spend some picks there.
Yeah, but
y'all talked about
but
defense.
not. I don't think you have to go. I don't think you have to go first round.
Okay.
Not for offensive linemen.
Okay.
But I do know this right here. And while we speaking of offensive linemen and blocking, I put it on the thing, and I'm going to keep saying it. Please, find a blocking tight end. We have to have a blocking tight end. Stop with this fat jelly roll, calling it the Hulk package. The Hulk what? Get in the way. That's all you do. Come on, man. Get a blocking tight end. They grow them in Iowa. Like corn stalks, man, like in Nebraska. Go get one. Come on, man.
Sound like we need to be running the ball.
I mean, it's all over the place, man. I've been sitting here charting this stuff. It's all over the place, Nui. Teams that run during the playoffs have more success because your defense need rest. Defenses can't stop teams today. They can only get them off the field, and when you make a mistake, they'll make a play.
As we did.
So now when you got your defense more than 31 minutes on the field, they are tired because it's like basketball, you shorten the lineup.
All right, now let me just, okay, both of you are advocating for the run. Do you need to draft another running back?
No.
You got what you need.
You got three running backs. Teach the other two how to pick up blitzes. Teach the other Clements, Tony, teach them how to pick up blitzes. They should. Hey, fellas, the rest of y'all have a nice vacation. Tony, Clemens, if you want to be here next year, we're going to get on this film right now. You got to be better blockers. So we can, especially Tony, so we can have you in the game to leak out and make some plays for us, man.
But I don't think we need another running back. I think if you scheme it up for us to run the ball, we got guys who can make plays. As you see on this one drive that we decided we were going to run the ball, you see a 5, you see an 8, you see a 10, you see a 2, you see a 5. Like, we got guys who can still run it. And then you got a guy who put it all on the line for you this year and played hurt. You talk about Tyron playing hurt. Zeke went out there, knee busted.
Yeah.
So PCL, you come out and find out he had a tore his PCL.
And you know what? I wish you would have never said nothing.
Making plays.
And I wish you would have never said nothing. You got through the season. You got yourself back going. I wish you'd have just went on about his business. Just go on about your business, Zeke. Okay. You know.
And when they poking at you, that's hard. You know, like, hey man, you ain't really. You got 17 games. You just ought to get 1,000. You like, look, let me tell you something. let me tell you something, okay?
Right.
You know, so I literally felt bad for Zeke. I felt bad for Coop this season, just because when you pay guys that amount of money, the expectation for that guy is for them to be successful.
Yes.
But you have to give them an opportunity. But when you don't, people still looking at them like, man, we paid you all this bread. Like, what you gonna do?
Do you think Kellen Moore gets a head coaching job?
I choose not to respond to Coach Kellen. I don't even want to respond.
No.
I think he is. I think he's a big head coach. So that next thing we'll be talking about soon is who's your new offensive coordinator? Because Kellen Moore's going to get a head coaching job. He fits the profile.
You're talking about this year?
Yeah. He fits the profile.
I don't care what happens. Mike McCarthy needs to be calling the plays next year. Like like this has to be the point where it's like, McCarthy, why you've been in the lab? This is what you said that you have been working on and studying. We want to see what that is, and then there's no excuse after that. If the offense come out and it sucks, then
that has to come from the owner. Because
it does.
I go back to when Wade Phillips was here.
You say that this guy gonna get a job this year.
Yes.
So you don't think that other owners and GMs has been looking at film? You think that they say, okay, the players wasn't good enough, and this guy is better than the players, because his plays gonna work, even though they didn't work, and he gonna get a job this year.
This team went 12-5. I know they had an extra game, but set the club record in points scored. He's had multiple Pro Bowlers as an offensive coordinator. His resume, and you look at how Zach Taylor got the Bengals job, Kellen Moore's got a better resume than him. You look at Nick Sirianni, who got the
Where's he going to do it in
Eagles
Jacksonville?
I don't know. I mean, beat Jacksonville. Minnesota's talking to him. Was it Chicago called him? I mean, the guy's got several interviews lined up. Somebody's going to hire him because he fits the profile of who they are hiring. Okay?
Okay.
You talk about these young offensive coordinators. Dudes like this get hired. Matt Nagy got hired. Matt Nagy didn't have a greatest resume as what Kellen Moore's got because you had Andy Reid who was calling the plays most of the time. I'm just telling you, based on how they hire in this league, you want to tell me Kellen Moore doesn't fit it?
We got, man, on the show.
I don't think you get the job.
Okay.
It's something that we'll find out. It's not like something that we won't see.
Brandon Staley got the Chargers job. Okay, I'm telling you, dude fits the profile of who they are hiring in this league as head coaches. And he's got a better resume than a lot of the guys who are getting these jobs. That's all I'm saying, man. Even Stefanski, who got the job in Cleveland. You start talking about Stefanski's resume and Kellen Moore's, they're right there together. I'm just saying. The guy's going to get a job based on how these owners are going out and hiring people. And so Mike McCarthy will therefore get the opportunity, Danny, to do what you're talking about here. Go call the plays, be heavily involved in the offense. Nate Newton, always fun to have you here. 3-time Super Bowl champion and newest member of the Black College Hall of Fame.
That should have got you, man.
Danny McCray.
That should have got you, bro.
That's the championship team. Let's
I would have bet you old Smoothie King on what you just the last statement you made, bro.
Okay. All right. I'm Newey Scruggs. We will talk to you Monday. Next time we do the Players Lounge? Monday?
Yeah, we do ours Monday. Is Player Lounge Monday too?
You guys are on Fridays.
Y'all's on Fridays.
We talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Y'all
Maybe on
got to
Thursdays.
change
I don't
that.
know.
We've been having conversations with the top dog. Okay.
Okay,
The top dog has been talking to us about that.
yeah.
We'll figure it out. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!